Hello and welcome to part 10 of the Latics Dramatics. And, it's not sort of been the best of starts to a season as a whole. I mean, since that first game we played, which was against Lincoln City, which was the 4-0 loss, things haven't exactly been that much better. I mean, we did beat Peterborough 3-1, we drew against Rotherham 1-0, and we lost against Doncaster 4-2. So we're sort of not really showing our what we can do, really, in this league so far. You know, sitting 19th, which it says just up there. And next game we got is Blackpool, who sit pretty at the top of the table. So I can't imagine, and Scunthorpe, which we're also playing today. So I can't imagine today is going to be exactly, probably, the best, day of my YouTube career as of yet. So, but who knows? Sorry about that. We could, maybe start to, think about what we could do in the future. And I've changed things up in terms of tactics. I've gone sort of, I've still called it attack, but I've gone more of a possession sort of tactic to try and sort of control possession and move the ball up the pitch. So main thing you'll see is a change. We changed this, a box-to-box midfielder to a central midfielder role, and put the wing-backs into attack. So this is the team we're going to start off today. So we're going to do Cassidy up front, Nepo and Blackett, Taylor on the wings, Powell in the centre of attacking midfield, and then we've got Azil and Butcher, Azil who's starting to become quite a good player actually, in midfield, Lafferty and Hunt on the wings, Andonian and Dunn in the centre-backs, and O'Hara in goal, who hasn't exactly had the best of starts of the season. Hunt is the same. I mean, I'm looking for a replacement for a right back. I think we actually signed one. I think we signed Paul Caddis, but he's unregistered today. So in fact we should just register him. Let's just register him quickly before anything else happens. Can register him there? Good, super. Right, okay. I think should we play him? Should we play him today? I mean, Rob Hunt hasn't exactly been the fruit of everything at the moment. So fingers crossed he can actually add something too. And on the bench we've got these players on the bench. Glendon, who seems to be actually quite a good player recently, he's actually started to give a bit of a shine to, or someone who I feel could add a lot to the team. Paul Caddis is actually coming in and being captain for the side, due to probably his leadership and determination skills and his teamwork, etc. They've got Oleg Sarkic, who I've had on a few saves on Football Manager 2019. He's quite a good player actually. They've got a decent side. Yep. Well, we're gonna have to just hope we can maintain a bit of composure and hopefully try to get this league back on track. Like I said, I'm not expecting anything from these two games because they are teams who are looking to be playoff contenders. And that's not someone that's not what we're going to be this season. We're going to be looking at maybe mid-table, avoiding relegation, etc. But Cassidy has opened up his scoring for Oldham. But we just got to see how that goes. Lincoln doing really well actually at the moment. They've got 9 points. They're up there, second in the league. And there's us, all the way down here, just avoiding relegation at the moment. 1 point clear of the bottom. But this is really early days. This isn't what the season's going to be like. And actually, we've had a shot. We've actually controlled and got a lot of possession. They've had no shots at the moment. I suppose if they don't have a shot, they don't score. To be honest, it's been quite boring. Dorzell takes a shot and O'Hara gets in there, gets the save. That's their first shot of the game, but it's been quite a bit of a boring first half so far. Right, here we are. Panarello into Feeney into Turton. They're starting to pass it around our players now, making a bit more space for themselves. Delfonso loses it to Blackett Taylor. Now, can Blackett Taylor attack? There's quite a lot of us against them. They've got their bodies back though, into the box. Powell's found some space, takes a shot, and that's 1-0 Oldham. Well done, lads. This is a turn for the books at the moment, but I'm not saying anything because we were beating Doncaster 1-0 at the start of the game, and then we ended up losing 4-2. And they were bottom of the league at that time. So their confidence wasn't too high at the start, and they managed to trash us. So fingers crossed. That's what I'm saying. Fingers crossed is my thing. I'm just literally that's probably going to be the title of this game. This episode is going to be called Fingers Crossed, because our fingers and toes are all crossed, hoping that we don't actually bottle it again. see, I'm just not happy with the way they're playing. I mean, they are top of the table, but you've got to let them know, haven't you? Even if we can get a point out of this game, I'd be happy. If we get a point out of this, we're up to 15th. But like I said, this is really early days. Well, this is the first 5 games of the season. Nothing shapes the league in the first 5 games of the season. First 15 games of the season, find out where you are, see where you are then, and then maybe make an assumption. But at the moment, the defence is actually not playing too bad. This defensive system I've actually implemented into the side seems to be working quite well. Ayman Azil, who seems to be quite a good player as well. But the only problem is I don't see many highlights. Guy's now got a free kick. Oh, rackles the crossbar. I could still see it shaking right now. Come on, boys, let's get another highlight. Let's try and get another goal at least. It's just been a bit of a boring game. For a team that's top of the league, playing a team that's sort of down near the bottom, this is a bit boring. They've got plenty of fans in today. 13,000 I saw, so that's making them get a little bit of money. Nepo, come on, do something with it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you going to lose it? Nepo back to O'Hara. Can O'Hara find someone? Pass it out to Andonian. Andonian finds Powell in the centre, who's got some space to run at the players now, and finds Blackett on the wing. Can Blackett get across in? He does, and finds Powell, but Powell doesn't make anything from it, and that's the final whistle of the game. So that's 1-0. I know it wasn't exactly that much, but I still take the 3 points. That was top of the league we played today. And I know it's only, 5 games into the season, so top of the league sort of doesn't really mean much at the moment. But any points that we can get as a team are vital. Look, Lincoln at top of this league and all. Not lost a game all season. We're playing Scunthorpe next, who are now third. They haven't lost. Did they draw their last game? Oh, they drew against Bolton, who knocked us out of the Carabao Cup. That was a bit annoying. Right, anyway, we're going to come back now for the Scunthorpe game. I can say it right. I'll see you just in a sec. So, welcome back. Now, this is the team for Scunthorpe. Remember, Scunthorpe are third in the league after not even losing a game so far this season. And this is the team we're going to go for, so let's get straight into it. We've got Cassidy at the front, Nepo and Omea on the wings. Omea getting his debut today. Powell and in the centre midfield role. Centre attacking midfield role, sorry. Azil and Butcher in the midfield, and then Lafferty and Hunt on the wings, Andonian and Dunn, who seem to start playing quite well recently, so I'm keeping that partnership going, and then Hara in goal. O'Hara is, doing all right as well as in terms of, where he's been last season, which was, I think, was Macclesfield, and where he's now at in terms of being in League One. So let's see how this. They've got Will Keane up front as well, so he's not too bad a striker as well. So come on, lads, I'm expecting you to win today, boys. We've got a good enough side to sort of challenge for mid-table. So I know they're top of the league, but we've got to keep that momentum going. Right, we're at home today. I don't think I've actually won a game at home yet. I think all of our games we've won have been away. So come on, look, boys, let's give the home fans something to talk about. It's absolutely wetting itself down. Butcher's now on the ball, finds Powell in the centre. Butcher gets the ball back again. Can he find someone on the wing? Finds Nepo. Can Nepo overlap onto the other side? But can't. Cassidy's found some space, takes a shot, and Bender just gets it away. That was a lovely bit of play from the boys. I just think it might have been a bit difficult for Cassidy. I would have probably gone for the wing option. Azil's now got the ball, finds Hunt. Can Hunt cross it in? He can. Can't find anyone. Butcher's got it back on the outside of the 18-yard box. Hunt finds Omaya. Can Omaya get a cross in? That's beautiful for that new lad there to get in his first game of the season. Hunt, and that's the end of the highlight. So Omaya, he looks like a decent player. He doesn't look too bad. His technical's looking all right. He's got the ability to be in that position. He's not got the ability as of yet to play in this league, but I think in terms of actually where we need him and what he can offer the club, I think he's going to be all right. Scunthorpe have now got 4 shots on. We've only got 1, so we need to start working on how can we work the ball into the box, because it was the same thing as last season. We weren't getting enough balls into the attacking player, which is our lone striker, and that was sort of creating all problems for us. And another sort of boring start to say, maybe this new tactic I'm going for is actually making football a little more boring, seeing as there's not a lot of room in the back to sort of deal with, because we played such a high line. And we're not having that as much this game, because we've gone for sort of more of a balanced approach. And I think against the tougher teams, I think we need to take this approach. Otherwise, they might start to swamp us a little bit. because that's what I was starting to see, the fact that these teams in the clubs above starting to really, they know their stuff, they know their attacking football. Right, we've got a highlight here. So Hunt passes it into Butcher. Butcher, can he find someone? Can he find Powell? Yes, he can. He finds Powell, who Powell just takes a shot. And that's his second goal in as many games. That is absolutely fantastic from Powell. Just leathers it from 18 yards out. Let's have a look at that again. So Hunt finds Butcher into the centre. Butcher just takes a little bit of a run. He finds Powell, and Powell just decides to go for a lawn for it. He just takes it slow, lamps it. That's in the back of the net. Well played, lad. Is it going to be another 1-0 win? Who knows? Can we double that tie? So where's that put us? We're actually not even on the part of the table I was looking at. Hunt passed it into Dunn. Lovely bit of heading there from the players there. Omaya's now got it on this wing. Finds Azil in the centre. Can Azil find Powell? No, he finds Lafferty on the wing. Lafferty, can he take a shot? He's going to go for it. Yes, he is. But Bender is there. And that was shot straight to the keeper. So we're not even on that part of the league table anymore. We're all the way up here. We're in 7th. Come on, lads. Let's hold this up. We're in 7th. Lincoln are now dropping down behind us. Obviously, with their... Well, they must have got a loss last game and a loss this game, it would seem. And we are starting to... We're dictating the play a little bit more. We're getting back into the game. There's 3 minutes left. I think we should make a sub. We have to make a sub because someone's injured. Should be on Theo. He's not a bad player. I think he can hold that centre quite well. No one here to play in this left back. Lafferty is having a bit of a laugh of a game. I've got no one else to sort of replace him. So I think he's just have to deal with the end of the game. Oh, saying Nepo can come on. So Nepo can go back there, and Burnley can come on here. And let's see what happens there. I know we're not exactly playing a team we want. I'm going to bring on Darren Bent as well, who deserves a bit of time on the pitch. Because of his loyalty from last season and his impact he had. Didn't have much of one, but he still decided to come to the Latics and take us on, after being at, some clubs like Middlesbrough and... Is it Middlesbrough he played at? Derby, etc. And he's just gone for a shot there. He's offside, but fair play. Got himself some space there. Could have scored it. But so another 1-0 win it looks like it's going to be. Not been the most exciting couple of games, these last 2 games, but I think this, like I said, this tactic is suiting us against the teams who are a lot stronger than us. And that's what we need to focus on for this season. Finding a tactic where we can just sort of, struggle through. Nepo's now got the ball. This is going to be the last of the game. He's taking his time. Come on, lad. Wasting a bit of time. Tries to find Butcher, but throws it miles away. And that's the end of that. So that's the final whistle. And I'm quite glad about we got the 1-0 win. I mean, I would have liked another goal. But if these 1-0 wins are getting us, the results we need and the points we want, then why not? I don't see why this isn't the sort of outlook we want to go for. No, we want to look at really interesting, attractive football. But for this season, we just need to protect our position in this league. Because we did struggle in finding players this season. He's out for 4 weeks. That's great. Brilliant. That's going to damage his progression. But, we've got to focus on where we can now go on from this. So we're going to probably come back now, probably for this Southend and Shrewsbury game. Hang on, let's see how many games we've got quite a lot to go through actually. I think we're probably going to come back for the Portsmouth and Newport County game in October. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this, please give a massive thumbs up for me, please. If you want to subscribe for more daily content, please click the subscribe button. And thank you so much for everyone who's been watching so far. I really appreciate it, and it's made me super, super, super duper happy. Thank you very much. See you later. Cheerio.